Walker, KO, Walker, KO, Walker, KO, Walker, KO.
Shit.
Big Tommy White. Man, they think they can see us, man. He said something like that shit, my nigga. They can't see us, man. See my birds, you understand, nigga. Zone 2, whatever.
Hello, everyone. It's time to play a game. You all pretended to cure me, but what I have planned for each of you.
Out of all the men to cheat, you picked John Kramer?
Please, don't hesitate. Place a big enough piece of your soul.
What's going on, man? We are back. We are live. Hold on, my stuff right. Hey, make sure my mic was on right. My good, my bad. Welcome back, y'all. We are back in the low-key horror cave now. My bad, y'all gotta get my damn stuff right. Why my stuff is acting up? What's going on today? I'm trying to get it right.
Bruh, I just finished watching the movie like today, like
Saw
not
it.
too long ago. Yeah,
Oh, you good?
I was
then.
like, man, I don't know if I'm be able to make it because I couldn't. Bruh, trying to find somebody to watch my kids and shit like that.
Oh, I understand.
Because I was supposed to
It's
go
all good,
yesterday,
it's all good.
but I ran out of time. I was like, man,
These definitely the type of movies I try to go ahead and catch so I don't get spoiled. I went to an early feature yesterday. Something told me to stick around for the post-credit scene. I didn't know it was a post-credit scene. I just said, let me stick around because even the way this ended, I mean, I was cool with it. But...
Nah, and then plus they hadn't cut the lights on.
Yeah. It might be it because I went to more.
That's when it's time to leave. Whenever they cut the lights on so you can see the steps, that's when it's time to leave. That's how you know if it's a post-credit scene or not.
Once again, John is back. I mean, well, somewhat he back, but he not really because we are dealing with a prequel movie, if that's what you want to call it. Because Saw X takes place between the events of Saw 1 and before the events of Saw 2, if that's right. So yeah.
Yeah, apparently.
Okay, I guess so. All right, man. When we first get started, opening scene, we got a fake out trap. The boy John is out here having fantasies about traps now. Like, ooh, I know what I can do to him. He out here trying to steal too. I know what I can do to him. I didn't mind this trap, even though it was a fake one. This wasn't necessarily real. This is John kind of going into his imagination, seeing people out here being ungrateful, stealing, being thieves.
The fact that he took everything in that room the fact that he took everything in that room and used it against him, I was like, so yeah, John really be out here being resourceful. Like he gets inspiration
he
from
already
anywhere.
engaged with traps.
Yeah, he gets inspiration from anywhere. Cause who thinks of this? Like literally, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna use the vacuum to suck out of
the eyeballs. See no evil, hear no evil. I don't know. But I like this opening. I like the creative process behind this trap. It kind of felt a little different outside of the other traps that he had set up. I don't feel like we got too many spins either. You know how the camera angles do when we going around in a bunch of circles? Seem like they slowed it down a little bit.
The spins and the head shaking and the excessive freaking out, they calmed down a good bit on that. I was like, okay.
We ain't got no Disco Inferno right now. But yeah, seeing him not actually go through with this trap All right. Shout out to my
Well,
man too. He
you
told him
told
good
her.
choice. Good choice.
Good
I had
choice.
something for your ass.
Because that's dirty. Like, why you stealing from helpless people? I
Outside of
mean,
this, we see. I don't know, man. I'm not even gonna worry about the whole Gordon. Y'all ain't worry about the Gordon question. I'm not asking it. I'm just a little. I ain't gonna say confused, but I could have sworn he was going to talk to Gordon in the process of his cancer treatments and all of this. I don't. Anyway, as far as opening scenes, we see him going through his process as far as his cancer, pretty much getting aware of how long he probably gonna have to live and everything else. Outside of him, pretty much having fantasies about putting people in traps. One question I do have though: where is his wife? Because I know she's around. I know she was here
yeah.
through him starting up.
But
Where
you
she at?
remember, like, at this point, I don't know if they were together. Because
I don't even
remember
like
when he
necessarily
brought.
separate.
No, but she was working a lot at the clinic. Because remember, he went to go visit her, and he had Amanda in the office. Because he was, and that's, is this before he recruited her? Maybe, I don't know. Because remember, he recruited Amanda. I
Recruited
don't
who?
know. Wait.
Nah,
I
you know
mean, I
she
know
on here. This is after the recruitment of Amanda.
No, I'm talking about
Yeah, this
Jill.
way after the recruitment of Amanda.
I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get the timelines of like conversations and shit from from the older movies. Because I remember the first
I
time
can
he
understand your
revealed that
confusion.
he had put. No, yeah, because I remember the first time he talked to Jill after he had put Amanda in the trap, and he was saying that the traps work because look at Amanda, and then I'm like, well, that had to be way before this situation, but I don't know.
It seems like Amanda is already in the forefront though. So this is definitely after they already done had the process of him doing what he done to Amanda and recruiting her. So Jill should be
yeah,
around.
I don't know. I was
I mean,
trying to
he in
make a case
Mexico,
for
give
you,
or take.
Jill, but I mean, because
It
I'm
ain't her
just trying
fault.
to
It's the
figure out
writers.
where was her and John's relationship at this point. You know what I mean?
Because I know they
That's
had a
what
little
I'm trying
fight
to
with
figure
that
out.
trap with the dude who had made her had a miscarriage. So they
Hmm.
might have separated at that point. I don't know, but they didn't go into detail about that. They didn't say they separated. So I don't know. I understand your confusion though, because the fact that they put this between the first two movies, it's like, where are we at? What is going on? And it does make sense. Now, this is what I will give them credit for as far as the appearance. Somebody might be saying, how you gonna make this a prequel and making John look older? He got cancer. You can give the whole notion that he always supposed to look like that because he's sick. He got cancer. I can't say too much for Amanda. We won't talk about it. Because if y'all wouldn't have told me that this is
Bruh.
Amanda, I would have thought this is a new recruitment. I would say, this is a new person. Who is this? And I ain't saying she look old. Man, shout out to man. I'm not being funny. I'm just saying I couldn't recognize for a little bit. And why did y'all give her that haircut? Y'all call Tyler Perry for a wig, man.
Because you
Never
remember
mind.
in the second one
Anyway,
she had short hair, but it was longer than that hair. They did that on purpose. And I don't know, maybe they thought the short hair would make her look
yeah,
younger.
and this is before Saw 2, so
Yeah.
I don't know, but they need to stop giving her them KKK boots too. Like, what is up with her and the KKK boots? Saw 3, she had on
Stop.
the militant Hitler boots. I'm like, what's going
No,
on?
it looked like she had on Doc Martens this time. Oh gosh.
Man,
Combat boots is in. What you talking about? But yeah, don't nobody know where Jill
y'all,
at.
can somebody give me an answer to John's wife?
Jill was running the clinic. She wasn't paying him no fucking attention. She knew what he was doing though.
And yeah, and maybe he didn't want to put her on, I don't know. Because it's at a point where he in Mexico and the nigga writing in his book as far as coming up with new traps. I'm like,
He was
did you
ready
like the story being more
continue
focused
to
on
live his
John?
life.
He was,
No, because it's
man.
always about John. Pretty much. I mean, it's always been a great undertone / overtone about John because it's everybody's here because of John.
What's going on, T-Bar? So,
But
they definitely making you want to cheer for John as far as this one go.
that's what I was like. Did they take a note from Orphan? Because remember how we was cheering? I was like, I mean, we know she gonna live, but damn.
Okay.
See?
Nadia, look like you might have been right as far as the clinic thing. Okay. I don't care what y'all, man. This is important to me. When y'all introduce these damn characters in here, I want to know where they at. What's going on? They was a part of the time. They are part of the story. She started helping John right at the end with Hoffman
But
and all
she,
of that.
at the end, though, at
Nah.
the end, she was running the clinic. She was.
Man. All right, I'm gonna let y'all get that. I'm gonna let y'all get that off with you. But you right. The fact that we always getting backstories with John ever since kind of the second movie, I would say the third movie more so. It started kind of going into more depths of his backstory. But yeah, it was more personal. I would say this was more of a personal story for John. That's what I would say as far as being more focused. It's always been focused on him.
Well, because it went no cop that we was chasing, and then worried about the cop story, and then the people's backstory to get put in the trap. It was like none of that was needed because it was already it was just focused on him.
Yeah. I guess I liked it, but like I said, it didn't really make a difference as far as the film go because we have a sequels based on him as far as his backstories, but more so as far as his recruitments. They started trying to focus it on them to see how they got recruited or whatever when it pertains to Hoffman or Amanda. So I guess this is a more personal story for John, in my opinion, outside of it being more focused on him. All right, I don't know if y'all can see my guy in the background, but yeah, I try to got my little hard people back here. I got him on the shirt though.
I peeped
anyway,
it.
y'all can see.
Because I see Samara.
Yep. They got pretty much everybody. They trying to put everybody on here.
I see Samara. I saw the TV from the Poltergeist. I see Hannibal up there. I see Leatherface and Mike Big Head.
Got the cabin
what up, Bigger?
In the woods.
What up?
Yeah, I see the cabin.
You said who?
Mike Big Head.
What's going on, Bigger man? What's going on?
What's going on? What's up? What's up?
I guess
Sorry, I'm late. I have to finish up my stream. Yeah, you're not gonna appreciate me because they already told me you thought this movie was good, and I'm like, nah, sir. I didn't like it. I did not like it. It did not feel like a Saw movie.
It's all good.
It did not. I give you that. It did not feel like a Saw movie because I was sitting. There were times where I was sitting there like, damn, while they talking, I kind of want to get on my phone, but it's really
you know what I mean?
movie theater. Like they talking, where the trap? Like where the trap? Forever to get to the trap. I'm like, where the trap? Where the trap? Y'all talking too much. Where the trap?
Facts.
It was like the director, and the fact is, this is one of the directors that was directing the previous, I think, last 4 movies, if I'm not mistaken. So it looked like he went in the writing room and was like, I want to get a more story-based plot. Like, I want to actually have a story.
I mean,
you know what? I don't.
The thing about it is, shout out to T-Virus. I think this would have been a better movie if it came after Saw 2.
Yes. That's what I was just about to say. If this movie had came out before, it's great because I know we'll get to it because I don't want to spoil the way you're going. But I got so much to say about the ending. I got so much to say about the end of this movie. Go ahead.
What you mean the editing? Oh, I got you.
Yeah, I got a lot to say about it, man. Trust me.
That's true. Especially coming off that first movie, T-Virus. I don't think that was really big at the box office, but after people saw that ending and people started getting word of mouth, Saw 2, they had to keep it going.
Yeah, I think it did better as a blockbuster.
Backstories and all that.
It did.
I was cheering.
Oh yeah, especially the first one.
Well, duh, because all these motherfuckers deserved it. Hell yeah.
Oh, and if anybody deserved it, it's the motherfuckers in this movie. I'll give you that. These ones in this movie, they deserved it. Like, I'm like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. You know what I mean?
See, that's what I'm saying, T-Virus. It's showing a different side of him. That's why I say it's more of a personal story. I ain't never seen this version of John Kramer.
No, we always see him as Jigsaw.
All right,
except like even like in the flashbacks, he was still acting as Jigsaw because he was addressing his apprentice, his cult.
Right. And I get that, you know, this kind of showed like maybe a lighter side to him and stuff like that. You know, he trying to get cured of cancer and going through everything he can, and I get that. But I just found like the first 45 minutes of the movie, I was just like, okay, can we get to some killing now? And I guess it's spoiled because it's a Saw movie, right? But I'm like, where's the killing at? Like,
see, yeah.
Can you give us some?
What's going on, Tamika?
Like,
Appreciate you coming through.
Like something. No,
I felt
and that's
the same way.
Too, that this is one of the longest Saw movies.
Yeah.
I felt the same way because I was just like, okay, if this is a Saw movie, we usually be there caught about 4 bodies by now. Wow, we didn't only had one, and it was metaphorical.
Right, exactly. You know. What's the question? Does the bond John builds with the little boy show a different side of Jigsaw?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, because, you know, we already know, like, he was really looking forward to having a child, right? So, yeah, the bond did show us a different side of him. I didn't mind the different side of him. I just feel it would have worked better if we had some kind of traps in between. You know what I mean? That's all. I just thought the first 45 minutes was kind of like, man. And then wait till we get to the end, because the end is what kills me. Trust me. Oh, I'm going to...
You said what?
If you guys don't agree with me on the end, then I know you're gonna be trolling, low-key. I know it. If you don't agree with me on the end,
I thought you said the editing. You said the ending.
No, the end. Yeah, the end of the movie. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm just making sure because I think you sound a little crookily a little bit.
I do.
A little bit. Yeah, just a little. Oh, you sound good right now. It might have been mine. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, that too, T-Virus. The only thing is, it's like you called this Saw X. So, but it takes place between Saw 1 and Saw 2. Okay.
So what was they supposed to call it? Saw 1 and a half.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, T-Virus. Don't even call it Saudi in. Hell, call this shit Billy the Puppet. I don't know.
What, Billy and Annabelle gonna run away together?
I like his calls being called Saw, and I even like the end where
Billy do way more than Annabelle. Oh, you talking about the opening?
Billy be delivering stuff. But not
the way he would ride that bike in this one.
Little boy.
Like, there we go.
Stop. That's what. Oh God. Bye.
You riding that shit like Jody and Baby Boy.
I know you love the end, Terrence. You may love the end, but when I break it down, I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna agree with me. Maybe not, but I have a feeling you guys are gonna agree with me when I talk about the end.
But no, his relationship with the little boy, I feel like he saw some Gideon in him. He want, him longing for that child that he never. Oh my God, what happened?
Oh, I thought it was me that kicked myself out for a second. I was like, oh shit, did I get kicked out? It sounded like he was having issues because I think he was lagging, right? I think he was lagging because he was answering my questions a little bit late, so I think he was lagging a bit. There you go.
You good?
Where you guys from? North Carolina? You guys from North Carolina, right? That's not North Carolina internet, guys.
Bro.
Man, you can fall back.
I can't look. I can't disagree with that. I can't disagree with that. You know how many times I end up popping in and out of here?
Yeah. You know, you got to come to
just
Canada and get
Might be
real
John doing
internet.
that,
You know what I
like
mean?
our review. But
Well, you're probably like you because you're enjoying it, but you ain't gonna like mine.
it's all good. Y'all got Drake helping y'all with y'all internet. But anyway, man, I did like this bond with John because it once again showing a different side to Jigsaw, showing a little bit more of a humanity to him. I ain't mind. Not saying that he don't have that, but it's the way he be setting up these different people as far as the connections to the main victims and setting up innocent bystanders. I don't agree with it, John. All right, and we feel bad for John getting scammed.
Wasn't that like $200,000?
$250,000.
Oh,
Yes,
Yeah, we felt bad for him.
and he made like a
100%.
down payment, then made another payment.
And you know what's funny? Because I wasn't even thinking that, right? I thought they were gonna actually do something, remove it, but it comes back some sort of way or something like that. I had no idea that that's the route they were going. But yeah. Oh yeah, they scammed him big time. Yeah. They deserve his wrath, 100%, because they're doing that to a lot of people who are sick and giving them false hope. Yeah, those are the ones
and
that
taking
I
money from their families that they could be leaving to their families. Like,
100%. I was like, yeah,
Yes.
I don't want none of them to survive. None. Trust me.
But I don't know, man. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know if I felt bad for John at this moment.
Really? Why not?
what?
Y'all feel
I just knew it was
T-Wire.
go.
Why not?
I just
Why
knew
you
it was
feel
go time. As soon as
It's
he found
coming
out,
off of watching previous movies, and that's my issue. I shouldn't be thinking about the previous movies being that this supposed to take place between Saw 1 and 2, but it's thinking about the innocent people that he is kind of putting his wrath. But I understand his film because it kind of set
at
up
this
why
point,
he is
he
the way he
hadn't
is
though.
with the other sequels.
Because at this point he hadn't
That's
put
what I'm
put innocent
That's what I'm
people.
saying.
Because I was thinking about what traps came before this one to what came after. So like that was my whole mindset when I was watching this, is thinking about what happened before and what happened after, but mostly before. So I was like, yeah, he wasn't. This pushed him over the edge.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, fuck humanity after this.
Absolutely.
And I don't blame him. I don't blame him. 100%.
I guess I felt bad for him. I did.
Yeah, if you're not
Say he did.
if you're not, because we already know like he's killed some innocent people or put innocent people in traps where they shouldn't be. But if you take that away, right? Like if this had come out when it should have, yeah, you would have felt bad for it. 100%.
Right. As soon as
T-Virus. And it's the fact that he was going to give them a chance too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much. But I don't think
that's all too.
We
We
talking
talking
that
about
little boy in the situation too a little bit.
Yeah, because home dude went berserk. He could have really hurt everybody. Just
Facts.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but Amanda was willing to be put in that predicament. So.
Yeah. So.
Yep. No, Terrence, not all humanity is trash.
A lot of it is.
Yeah, I know, but not all. There's some good people out there.
Yeah, that's why I don't agree with the whole Thanos thing. Like, people be like, Thanos was right. And I'm like, no, because that shit is random. No. Let's start with random, selective. Yeah, we ain't doing no random shit.
I agree.
People don't appreciate life after they escape death.
Facts. Because we see it in this movie.
Exactly.
You know?
Yes. Absolutely.
Did John
he
call
called
Hoffman
Hoffman
to find the scammers?
Yes.
he called Hoffman to find. Look, okay, so as soon as I was for sure knew that he got scammed, because I was like something about this don't look legit. It look legit, but it don't look legit. So then he said, detective. I said he talking to Hoffman. I was waiting on Hoffman all movie. I was like, all right, Hoffman, come on.
Mm-hmm.
I was wanting Hoffman to just a smooth walk out.
And I kind of understood why he couldn't get Hoffman to come over like Amanda, because Hoffman's still a detective, and it's like, nigga, I can't call you to come over to Mexico while you still on the job.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's suspicious.
So yeah, thank you, Saw writers. We don't have to ask questions. Oh, we got our answers. Thank you. See, now I ain't got to worry about what Hoffman is. I know where he is. That's all I ask.
You know where Jill at too. Stop.
Of course, man. Did we like the new Jigsaw game? No, we. See, you gonna make me bring the question back? I'm not worried about Jill no more.
Did we
do we like the new Jigsaw game?
Okay, look, he was being so fucking petty. All these games were petty.
Yes.
Like, bruh, 3 minutes. Cut your leg open and give me. Look, not just cut your leg open. Now you gotta fill this thing up with bone marrow. That's why they kept dying.
Immediately, yo, that was petty. Now that was petty.
That was petty as fuck.
It was like, hold on, I already cut my leg off, so and I gotta put this shit inside of it. Damn, John.
Look, Gabriella, that shit was so.
And that was just the beginning. I didn't know he was gonna keep getting more and more. Oh,
he got more.
And she thought she was slick too. It was like hit your leg and slide over to the other side. John said, "Oh,
no,
okay.
See, I knew she should have. I knew she should have did her hand first. I was like, if you do her hand first, then she's gonna fall to the ground.
Yeah, yeah, she should have did her hand first. Mm-hmm.
But now that we think about it, though, it was all I think a little
No, I thought of that as soon as she had the choice. As soon as she had the choice, I was like, do your leg, do your hand first, so you'll fall to the ground and then you won't be in front of it. No, I'm trying to tell you, I was critically thinking so much.
I was right there with you.
Oh yeah, Hoffman couldn't come over there like that, T-Virus.
Yeah.
I could have at least heard my boy Hoffman's voice, but they didn't do me wrong.
I know, right?
For me, I was like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I told you, remember our last reviews, I like Hoffman. He was the guy. I was like, okay, I'm riding with Hoffman, John Wick.
Stop.
All right, I definitely like this new game. I enjoyed this new game.
I thought it was okay. I enjoyed it too. I liked some of the traps. You know what I mean? I liked the trap, the one that like wasn't really a trap with the eyeball thing. I was like, oh man, that was cool. And then it ended up not being a trap. It was like what he would have done to the guy. And when the guy put it back, he's like, good.
I didn't like that.
I was like, damn, that was fake, man. They faked out a trap. I didn't like that either. But I liked the trap though. I thought that was cool. But I didn't like the fake out.
I like the fact that he made each of them watch each other.
We had to keep waiting, and that was a fake out trap.
Mm-hmm.
I like the fact that he made them. They were all in the same room, and they had to watch each other one by one.
Yeah,
Yeah, me too. I liked it too.
Do we like the return of Amanda? I think this Amanda.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm like, okay, I get it, right? This is supposed to be, but they look fucking old. Like, they look old. I'm like, no, you could have did some. I guess it would have caused, more budget that they didn't want to use. But man, no.
Yeah, for de-aging, digitally de-aging. Yeah, that's like, too much money. What the
oh,
yeah, they don't have that Disney money to be de-aging digitally.
No, they don't.
And then they can only do so much with makeup and hair. So this is what we got.
because even John,
Another orphan
right?
situation.
You're right, because even John, he looked like, I was like, okay, John, you could tell he was a lot older, but I'm like, if this is between 1 and 2, then he looks like it just doesn't make sense the way they look. That's all.
Yeah.
But the thing with John is he has cancer, so it would kind of make sense.
Yeah, but he don't look that old too. But he doesn't look that old in the second one.
Right. You see, this is what I liked about it, because he actually looked like he had cancer in this one. Right? Right.
Yeah, he did. He did.
That's what don't make sense, because if you look at this one, he looks like he has cancer, but if you watch 2, he doesn't. You know what I mean? So that's the problem that I had with it.
He already had found some type of process to help him. I don't know what he found,
yeah,
but he found
maybe he switched his diet and it kept.
I don't know what happened between those events. Maybe we're gonna get there.
Yeah, maybe he found it. Maybe he went to the right doctor. He started. He instead of going to that doctor, he went to Dr. Sebi and got to live a little longer.
Yeah. Maybe it went into remission.
Or
and then
my
came
boy
back,
Gordon found
you know
something
what I
for
mean?
him. I mean,
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, T-Virus. There's one thing I agree with you as far as these characters on here. Amanda was a ride or die. I did enjoy her character here.
One thing I did notice was, what was her name? Celia? The evil doctor. She the scammer.
Dr. Cecilia.
Yeah, that's what I call her. I could tell that she was like low key. I could tell she was low key enjoying watching them people die, because I was just like, bro, why is she? Because every time it was somebody's turn, she was just like cheering them on, like, come on, you gotta do this. And it didn't feel like she was coming from a genuine, like helpful place. It was like she was like enjoying it, like I need you to keep doing this, like bitch, are you turned on?
Bro.
Like
it was not the same face, bro.
And it's good, because towards the end she says,
that's what I'm saying, T-Virus, about John.
Towards the end she says,
too, not saying
you helped me out, you know. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Outside of Amanda looking how she's looking now. Anyway, shout out to Amanda and shout out to the actress. I'm just playing, making a funny, jokey joke. You can come on the show if you want to. Did we like any of the scammers in the new Jigsaw games, or did we care about any of the scammers?
I mean, they tried to get us to care about the drug addy one, but no, I didn't care either. No.
Nah, because they was all aware that they were scamming. Like, absolutely. And they all was aware of who they were scamming and had, like, you know what I mean? They was just all a part of this, and it was just like, y'all, I get the whole, I need money too, but like, that's it. Like, no morality, nothing.
But what I did like the fact is that right, but I did like the fact that Amanda kind of had like a, you know, like, I understand why she did it, because she was like me. That's who I was. And Amanda seen herself in Gabriella, and I liked that. But I still didn't care about her. Nah, fuck that.
Yeah, I didn't care about her, but I did like the whole Amanda.
You know what's funny though? The first trap with the eyeballs, right? The fake trap. He did the 1 minute, and I was like, "Oh no!"
Yeah,
1 minute thing. Oh, here we go.
I was like, I mean,
you gotta remember
just
the
early
Jigsaw.
1 minute. You had 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Like,
oh no, that's too much time. That's too much. That's way too much time.
Then he gave them 3 minutes to cut themselves open and retrieve something. Like,
yeah.
3 minutes. It's like y'all.
The rules were simple. Immediately get going, get started. Don't waste no time. He told don't waste no time.
They wasted time cussing him out.
I did care about old girl a little bit. I did, just a little bit.
Why she didn't take that jacket off?
What they always
that
do.
was my
They got cussed for about 2 minutes, and then they're gonna start trying to.
Why the fuck she didn't take that jacket off? That's what I'm trying to figure
Maybe it
out.
was cold in there.
I was just like, what the fuck? She got this jacket on.
You know.
Maybe she couldn't take it off because one of
Especially
her
when she got
hands
to
was.
her trap.
I don't know.
It was like, oh, please take that jacket off.
Yeah, why she didn't try to use it as a shield or nothing? Because like, don't.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, because they scammed him out of so much money and so many others. Like, I don't feel sorry. Oh, don't scam.
And he still gave them the opportunity to survive, right? It's not like it's like, oh, I'm going to give you a minute and I know you're not going to do what you have to do in a minute. No, he gave them the opportunity because even when Gabriella broke out, he was like, we got to get her to a hospital.
To a hospital.
Help, you know? Yeah.
Yep.
So. Oh, that was tight. That one I liked.
Hey, man, these got to be some of the most crucial traps. I'm like, bro, you ain't going to cut no arm, no nothing. Like,
you're right.
But I look like he had to take in place where he wouldn't be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, he made it out.
Yeah, so you could die from this.
Oh, for sure. But see, that's the thing that I like too, right? Because you notice the guys. You notice the guys in Mexico, right? All of them, like when you watch the other farm movies, they're like hesitant. They don't want to do the trap. These motherfuckers were like, yo, I'm cutting this out now. You know what I mean? She tried to cut off her leg. Like they were actually like, I am trying to survive. So I liked that. I thought that was cool.
And I appreciate us finally getting somebody to actually make it out of a trap. I was like, damn, okay.
I agree.
Seemed like we hadn't really got that type of situation before with somebody actually making it out of a trap.
Yep. Usually they die right as they're about to do it, you know what I mean? But we had two people. He got out and Gabrielle got out. So
nah, well, yeah, but
I think they wanted to live, you know what I mean? They tried. I give them the effort. They tried. Like, she tried to cut off her leg, man, and then she had to stick that thing in it to get.
She did cut off her leg.
Yeah, she did it. So, look at that trash.
I'm sorry. Even with the brain trap, out of all them traps, that was still the most petty one. If I cut off my leg, I still got to do something else.
Yeah, I know.
So. Shout out to T-Fire. Yeah, you and Diggs all get along, brother.
If T-Virus could, he would have wanted everyone to die. Like, I don't want no one to survive. Terrence would have gave him like 30 seconds to do their traps. You got 30 seconds to cut off your leg and then stick this in the leg bone and get the marrow. 30 seconds. That's it.
Why are you giving them instructions?
Yeah, right.
That junk had my damn skin crawling. I was like, ugh.
Which one?
Because it was just all of them. Shit.
That's what I want to get a credit to.
Yeah, they was brutal. I was just. Ugh.
I feel like they did their job doing that as far as making the traps unnerving.
Yeah, they were good traps. 100%.
I turned my head away a couple times. I did.
Really? Nice.
With all that being said, they are fair.
Mm-hmm.
You said what? Yeah.
I didn't turn away. I enjoyed it.
I'm gonna go to this next one right quick, and I'm gonna go back out right quick because I feel like my reactions are late. I don't know why it just sound like when I talk, y'all hearing my reactions late.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't know what's going on. All right, are the traps more brutal? So it's.
Oh yeah. Yeah, these traps are definitely brutal. And I enjoyed every single one of them. I was like, okay, these are traps. That's what I liked about it, right? The last one though, I have a big problem with the last one, man.
Why? Because okay. Let me tell you. So the last one, where basically he ended up in it, I was
Hmm.
like, so if all along, because before they even came up with their
Come
conclusion,
on.
because I was like, if all along it was supposed to be two people in there, then how much does he know? Or how? I was like, y'all stupid. I was like, ooh, y'all about to get caught. This ain't
See,
even it.
here,
He had this in
here.
his plans, because I was like, ain't no way John got caught
Mhm,
slipping.
uh-huh. But here's the
What? I
problem.
was like, John.
Here's the problem I had with it. If you knew the guy was with her, why do you need to set up that trap? I don't get why he needed to do that, right? You knew this guy was part of it because he got the stuff from Hoffman, so he
Because
knew that.
everybody was supposed to have a trap. Everybody was supposed to have a trap, and no, if he would have never came, or because he didn't, he only came because she called him,
Hmm.
or I mean, he would have figured out something eventually. But
Right. He could have
but
found a trap to put
he
him
had
in. He didn't need to put
my thing.
himself in that situation.
No, but he had to make it look convincing.
But why? If he had the guy in the room chained up, he knew who he was. He could have popped the trap on him right then and
Because
there.
because he was supposed to have a trap too. Everybody had a choice. So
Yes, I
even
agree.
so if shit would have went a different way and she still would have ended up in her trap, he would have been the one, because remember he was like, um if you use the gun, then you making a choice, basically, right? So the choice was for him to go into the trap with her. But if and they were supposed to battle it out, but I still feel like some type of way, I don't
See,
know, that
here's the
that
thing.
they was both gonna die.
You had him,
He had a
right?
contingency plan.
All he had to do was when he had him chained up in there, just throw him in the trap with the girl, right? The reason why they did that is because they wanted to put some kind of twist at the end of the movie, which again made no sense because this is between 1 and 2. So we know John gets away. We know nothing happens to John.
Yeah,
So that's why it was just
yeah.
like it made no sense to do that. Just grab the man, you had
I
him
guess
chained up,
they was.
throw them in the fucking trap with the girl and let them survive. That's all they had to do because
I
they
feel.
ended up being in a trap at the end in the room and they had to fight it out to see who won survive. So if you could have done that, you could have just put him in that trap with her. You did not need to do all that okey doke so that he would get out, then put you in the trap because it was supposed to be the guys who were supposed to put him and Amanda in the trap, but then they got the kid. The kid came in, and that's where it kind of fucked up. But because it was a two-people trap, I figured, okay, it was supposed to be John and Amanda in the trap while they're supposed to be fighting them, and then they go for the money in that, right? But what I'm saying is because they wanted the audience to see some sort of trap, they conducted this whole kind of theory thing and this whole kind of thing, and it just made no sense. That ending made no sense. There was no reason for them to do it that way. I'm sorry. I was just like, nah, it doesn't work for me because we know John does nothing happens to John at the end of this movie. So to even put him into a predicament where
I'm about to say, what did I come into?
me trashing the end of the movie.
Oh man.
I'm sorry. I heard a noise and I had to go
That's okay.
check it out.
It's okay. I just
How
have
we
my
feel
little
about John and
rant on it.
Amanda's conversation?
Which one? Because they had multiple conversations in between them not putting people in the
Well, we kind of
trap.
talked about the whole morality she was having with old girl, but more so of her and the whole thing with him being sick and calling the father of the doctor. And basically, she seemed like she wanted to get him saved or whatever, but he's saying, no, you can move forward. You can take on my legacy or whatever. This is yours now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think Amanda was always supposed to be the one to take over John's legacy because it seemed like she was the one that was the most down, right? And Hoffman screwed that up. So yeah, I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
It made
Hoffman
sense.
screwed it up, but yes, Amanda was always supposed to be his predecessor.
Yeah.
She cared as much as he cared. Because remember when they was picking on Hoffman because he couldn't put together the trap right, and she was talking shit, and and Jigsaw being talking shit to Hoffman since he was talking shit about
He
his
talking about the whole
blade.
inferior blade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
You see, I hear. I was gonna say, I hear what you're saying, Terrence. Go ahead, my bad.
No, I was just saying I like the fact that they got more in depth about their relationship as far as John and Amanda. And this is moving forward. You can see why he was kind of taking on more like a daughter, somewhat, as far as John.
Mm-hmm. I like their relationship. Yeah, I do. See, yes, Terrence, I agree with what you're saying, right? The twist wasn't about John, but it made no sense. It just did not make sense. When you had the guy trapped in there, if you wanted to put him in a trap, because you knew, right? They established that he knew that he was with that girl. It wasn't a surprise to him, right? That's why he did all the taking out the bullets, and all of that stuff was unnecessary because you had him chained up in the room. All you had to do was take him, put him in that trap with the woman, and let them fight it out. Because both of them
had to give him the choice. He had to give him the choice to work with them because basically, I feel like he was trying to recruit him, and he was giving him the choice to be recruited. He was like, "Look at what I'm doing. This is my work." And he was like, "Y'all sick," and blah blah blah. And John was like, "All right, man, just don't grab that gun because when you grab the gun, that solidifies your choice." So
here's the thing with that, though. We already know that John is a great judge of human behavior, right? Now, I know John said he wanted to give him the choice, but John already knew what his choice was going to be. Plus, not only that, he was a part of the scamming. So he didn't need to put him as I want to recruit you. He should have had him in the test, and the two of them, because they ended up having to fight it out anyways, right? And they did say that she was going to kill the dude, right? So you knew all of this. You had no reason to do the okie doke. There's no reason.
I get what you're saying, but I feel like this is like you talking about this timeline in particular. When I'm saying John was looking at multiple timelines, so all of this was just in case this happens, then this will happen. If this happens, then this will happen. So I feel like the only reason that this part happened is one, because that's the way they wanted the movie go, but two, because they're showing that this is one of the options that could have happened, even though he could have just put him in the trap from the beginning. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you see, my thing is
you just like, but they still didn't have to do all that,
right? But the reason why they did it is because they wanted to stick to the Saw formula and have a twist, right? We need a twist. So
I don't disagree with you.
Right. So we have to put a twist in here to make it look like John's in trouble. But because we know John survives and is in Saw 2, it was this movie as
I don't even think it's just that. If you are familiar with the franchise, you know how John already operates. He always have some he always thinking about something outside of the normal. The whole thing with him predicting how the human mind works. You remember in part, what is it, 3, when he was coaching Amanda, telling her, if you can predict how the human mind works, then you can pretty much access what they're going to do next.
Then he knew that this guy was going to do that, right? He knew that this guy, that's why he took the precautions of taking the gunpowder out the bullets, because he knows who this guy is, right? He got the information on this guy. He knew he was hiding under the cover where no one was supposed to know who he is. So John knew all of that, right? Like I said,
just because he knew it doesn't mean that he didn't also think that this person could also have a change of heart. By watching his work and seeing, I feel like John was
could have really been basically recruiting him.
Yes, that's what I think. That's what I think.
He was trying to recruit him.
I don't think so, right? I don't think John was trying to recruit him. Again, it was just to me. It was just
a
put
ploy.
in a twist.
It was either way.
To put in the movie, but for me, it didn't work. Right? I just found it was unnecessary. You could have put them both in that trap and had them fight it out, because they ended up having to fight it out anyways to survive. So all of that stuff that you put in there, the okie doke, could have been taken away because we ended up with the same situation that we had in the movie. So,
which is the point of the trap in the first place, is saying even if he would have put him in the trap, she still would have killed him because it was her against him. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it makes sense for it to have happened because either way it go, no matter what the situation was, this man and woman were both going to end up in the trap. Period.
Right, 100%. But what John did by doing that was put himself in danger, right? And then when they
he was prepared for that though. He was prepared for that because he knows how the human mind works. And he was like, I know I can survive this. Amanda was also prepared to be in that. What they wasn't prepared for was the little boy.
The little boy.
Yes.
Exactly. So you take out all those variables and you make
They didn't want to take out the variables though. Because
that's
was
the problem.
That's the problem. Get into it. Where did the little boy even come from? Like, where you come from playing soccer in the middle of the night?
It was 6 o'clock in the morning, and he probably couldn't sleep, and he probably lived near there, and he comes there to play, and his dad worked there, so he was like, "I'm gonna just go play outside where my dad worked." You know, he didn't think it was a bad place. He's a child.
Nah, screw that. That shit killed me, man. I didn't like it.
Yo, even when they had him tied up, T-Virus, that was more so of him saying, "This is what I'm doing. You can be a part of this game too, but you better see what I'm putting them through. You don't want to be a part of this."
Exactly. That's what. Exactly. I feel like he was. Yep, and he made his choice.
Okay.
And he was like, "Well, so we gonna have to do." Basically, this is what John was saying. We can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. He was trying to give him an easy route by tying him up. Like, this is what's happening to them. You take the hard route. This is where your ass is going to end up. So they thought they could outsmart him. That's what it was. Because remember, she was like, "Oh, I already know that you Jigsaw. I didn't figure it out." And they thought they were smarter than him, and they didn't realize that he was already prepared to be in his own trap. Because he, by the way, the human mind works. You just didn't want. You're just saying that it could have been easier if you would have just put him in the trap. But John wanted to make it harder.
Yeah, that's where I was issue.
Especially for them and what they have been doing to people, including him. But what you saying, T-Virus, the issue I have with that is the fact that the whole thing with being predictable, whatever. What about when they start killing people? You see the whole thing with Hoffman and what he made Amanda start doing. They started killing people. They couldn't even get out the traps. It was like no situation of I can't get out. So nah. John,
for him to be
got some issues with his whole.
Yeah.
Because they could have just stood there and said, "Shit, let's just wait till this nigga die, then go get the money."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 100%. Right? But no, of course. So yeah.
I'm gonna be well, because we already pretty much talked about it. Do y'all think the guy Parker showing up was a scammer too, or a victim like John? Because if y'all don't remember, he was in the hospital or in the little place when John showed up pretty much after he had got his surgery done, I guess.
I thought he was a victim, but once I don't remember at what point, but I was like, "Oh, this nigga in on it too." But it wasn't a big surprise to me. Like, I was just damn, he in on it too. I was like, but when John was like acting like he was surprised, I was like, "John, you're not surprised." And it's not that he wasn't acting well. It was the fact that I know John. I was like, John, not surprised. Because when they was putting the stuff on them, I was like, he had already prepared for this. Because he, like, if you were really found out, like, he wouldn't be that calm. You know what I mean? Because he's like, shit, I already know what the fuck I got planned for. You know, I was like, he prepared because he way too damn calm. And Amanda just don't want him to die. But I felt like Amanda was calm too. But it threw her off when she got put in the different shackles or whatever. And yeah. And they brought the kid in.
Yeah.
But I do have to say this did prepare her for 2.
Yeah. And her being a part of the whole trap or whatever, and her having to go through the whole thing with old buddy throwing her in the needles or whatever. Yeah, she was prepared. But yeah, I thought he was a victim. I couldn't remember. I don't know why I didn't think he was a scammer. I don't know. I thought he was a victim.
No, I thought he was a victim too. But like Nadia said, there was something where I was like, okay, wait a minute, something's not right here. You know what I mean? And then when he watched, I think it was when he watched John put the gun away. That's when I was like, okay, he's in on it, right? Because he was too focused on where John put that gun. So I was like, yeah, he's in on it.
Yeah, he did, but he knows certain things not always going to go according to plan as far as John T. Virus. So he got to make countermeasures. That's too deep for these type of characters, T. Virus. All right, did we like the Doctor Cecilia Woman going super villain mode?
Bruh.
Not really.
I was like, wait a minute, damn.
You see, and that's another thing that I had too. I was talking to Perp about, and it felt like they were making John be like this anti-hero, and I didn't like that. Like, John's not a hero.
See, that's where I'm going to. I'm definitely going to it. Like, what are we doing, man? Like, they went to the extent to make her super evil. When the little boy showed up, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna go make you feel real bad, John. I'm gonna throw somebody else into your trap. Now, give or take, I did kind of like her because she started kind of being petty with John. Like, go ahead and do the evil voice, John. You're going to be in the cat. Oh, hell.
Yeah, that was funny.
Play a game.
I like that. Yeah, John, somebody done got your ass this time, John. I don't know.
I knew he wasn't God. Right, I knew he wasn't God.
Me too.
I was like, ain't no damn way.
It was like, where's she from? Did she know this nigga? Because she kind of started saying, you done this before, haven't you? I just want to hear the voice.
Yeah, she didn't heard him. At this point, he was famous, remember? Because this was after the first one and the other ones, and you know. Yeah.
That shit pissed him off too. He was like, "Oh, you think you funny, bitch?" Okay.
So, here's a question though: how did she know he was Jigsaw? Because between 1 and 2, I don't think anybody really knew that John was Jigsaw until 2.
Well, Jigsaw was around though. People knew.
Yeah, I know. They knew
John
of him, but right? How did she know John was Jigsaw?
It's the trap.
I feel like she put 2 and 2 together.
No,
because he was already famous at this point, and then she basically realized this, and as sadistic as she is, it's not far-fetched that she read articles about him. You get what I'm saying? She seemed like she a serial killer herself, so why not read about other serial killers?
Right, but I know, I get that, but no one knew who John was until Detective Matthews found out who he was in 2, right? They knew of Jigsaw, but no one knew it was John Kramer. So how did she know?
Like I said, she put 2 and 2 together as far as like the... No, but you got to remember, she was sitting there watching these traps happen, and then she just like...
She knew before that, though, because she said in the movie that I knew you were Jigsaw when she was doing the things on him because he was going to be her way out, killing everybody else. So she knew he was Jigsaw before.
I think she figured it out after the trap started happening. I don't think she
she was using him to kill everybody else, right? She says a line in there where she says, "You're gonna be my."
Oh, she said they was loose ends.
Yeah, you're my reasons to get the loose ends. So she knew he was Jigsaw before.
But that's what I'm saying.
Like she was bluffing.
I'm thinking that's after the trap started happening because she like, okay, I got the money now. I ain't got to pay y'all because he killing y'all now. And I think she
maybe
didn't
that
necessarily
is what
know.
She meant.
Maybe
because hyping them up to like themselves. Because she knew they weren't gonna make it. She was like, "All right, go ahead, come on, you can make it." Like she was cheering them to their death.
That's a good point, though, Enzo. Yeah. Enzo.
It's okay. Yeah, I don't know. To me, it seemed like she had it planned where she was going to fake this, get money from John, knew he was Jigsaw, and he would come after them and kill everybody else, right? It just seemed like to me like she was using him as a way to kill everybody so that she would only be the last one. But you're right. Maybe she
I guess she
realized
did
it
think
during
she.
the traps.
I mean, if you
He ain't
want to
no
give her that
anti-hero
much
deal,
credit,
T-Virus.
if you want to give her that, I don't feel like she was that smart. I mean, she was smart enough to scam
Yeah,
people worldwide, but it's kind of not hard if you stay on the run.
that's what I figured. She figured it out because of the traps. Once he started putting everybody in the traps, it was like, oh nigga, you Jigsaw. What's going on, Perk?
I'll watch it again definitely because to me it made it seem like she knew who he was from the beginning, and she I think she even says a line where that's why we brought you in, but I can't be too sure. But I'm gonna find it out before the stream.
You could have a point because you got to remember she's still alive too.
Yeah. She's
So
still alive.
she might have a point. Yeah, T-Virus, definitely. That's what I was thinking it was. I think once they got into the traps and she's seeing the trap started happening, they were like, oh, you Jigsaw, because he's worldwide at this point. You stupid Perk. She ain't got the voice, man. She ain't got no doll or nothing. She ain't got no mythology right now. Yeah, we're going to have to, man, see, Saul be doing this type of shit with the writing, bro. You're going to have to go back and rewatch the shit, man.
I thought it was funny how he was just casually sketching out shit that we didn't see before.
Damn lie, T-Virus. That doctor was on evil time, bro. She was ready to sacrifice everybody.
Yes.
The kid. She didn't give a fuck.
That's straight Dr. Evil bullshit.
Perf, I don't feel like that. I feel like they went over the top with her, man. They just wanted to do that with her so we can feel some type of way about John, knowing what type of individual he is and what the shit he done. It's like we gotta feel bad for him because, goddamn it, who else? Ain't nobody else in the movie to cheer for. We got to cheer for him and Amanda. So we got to make her just evil enough.
Like I said, they took notes from Orphan and was like, how can we get them to cheer for somebody that they know is going to make it through? Make everybody else around them villains.
Even the stepdaddy, I mean, not the stepdaddy, but the father, it's like, nigga, you just don't listen. Kill his ass. You didn't want to listen, kill his ass.
See?
Even with old girl, as far as the doctor stepping on the other girl's neck, it was like, yes, super bad. Like,
yes, they
she could have got her own.
Yeah, right, I don't even think she realized that she gonna starve with her head outside that hole. Like, do he really? He just be leaving people that are starved.
Nah, see, as soon as he feel like they made it out the trap, he be rushing out there like, I got you. Come on.
No,
he do make sure they get him.
He finna leave.
He did Dr. Gordon the same way. But see,
I feel like he felt
what she did.
I feel like he felt bad for that one dude because he didn't wake up in time. So, because remember that was his first trap, so he felt bad because he was like, "Oh shit, maybe I gave him too much knockout medicine." Because remember, he was just being dragged from which saw was that 9? No, 8.
The one with Chris Rock.
8. The one before that, the side mission.
Jigsaw. Oh, yeah. I got what you're saying. Okay.
You remember the dude at the beginning? You was talking about him running out and helping people, and you remember how home dude was getting tore up from the saws at the beginning because he woke up late. I feel like he felt bad because remember that was his first trap, and maybe he didn't know how much medicine to administer at that point. Because remember he didn't have Dr. Gordon yet.
Oh, he's smarter than that. Nah, he way smarter than that. I ain't giving him that. No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why we still getting John, and they had to bring him back. Chris Rock wasn't gonna do it. But that's another thing. I know y'all saying it's 6 a.m, but it was like put a little kid in here, so now we can have her having another innocent bystander, so we can make it even more villainous for her. Man, I don't know.
I mean, we just critiquing some of the writing.
Shout out to T-Virus. I didn't believe her either, T-Virus. I did. She went too villainous for me. She did. John got that old man strength in him. Fuck that cancer, bitch. You pissing me off now. All right, like I said, we had Hanzo's favorite part, the ending. Then we like to twist the ending because we see all this set up. It looked like John about to go down, even though we know he not. And we got the little kid. And shout out to them doing the whole thing with the kid seeming like he's ready to sacrifice himself for John because of the bond that they build, even though they don't really know each other like that. But still, I was like, this
he
fixed his
bike.
He
fixed his bike, man.
I don't know shit about fuck.
I guess so. Okay.
I don't know, man.
I didn't mind the twist ending, I guess, because we already knew John had a plan, though. So it wasn't really a twist for me.
Yeah, that's what I say. That's why I say what twist, because I'm just like, once I realized that John had shit planned, I was like, oh, yeah, because I had already, before Home Dude even said it out his mouth, I was like, why did he have two spaces if he didn't know that? So, I was like, oh yeah, this is going down. I mean, I was just like, how are they about to make this go down? That's more so how I was thinking, because John gotta leave.
So I just watched the end of it again, and she says, yes, John. She says, when I realized who you are, I got worried, and you could have just walked away. So she knew he was Jigsaw before she was in the trap. He's talking about after they scammed him, he could have just walked away. So she knew he was Jigsaw.
Oh, but she still decided to scam him like a dumb. You stupid.
Yes,
she asked for that.
She knew
she thought she was more evil than him.
Yeah.
Ma'am.
So then maybe that's why she's still alive, and maybe we getting a setup for more. I don't know. You did that.
No, she's still alive because she's gonna starve to death, like the two people in the barn at the end of 8. She's gonna starve to death.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of that, of course, you know, the fake scammer Parker, they end up going up there to get the money, which I don't understand why she didn't just wait to see if John died and then go get the money. But anyway,
she wasn't finna wait and watch him die, because she knew she thought he was gonna, you know, sacrifice himself to save the kid, because she felt like she saw good in him, and she was like, he's gonna save this kid, so therefore I have nothing to worry about. This old feeble man that don't even got 3 months to wait on me, he gonna die.
Man, this bullshit. I get.
She underestimated him. That's what it was. She underestimated him. Mm-hmm. The fact that she still scammed him and knew that he was Jigsaw, that was stupid as fuck. I would have been like, nah, we can't help you, sir.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she knew it was. She said, when I realized who you were, Jig fucking saw. And then she says, I was a little worried, but all you had to do was walk away. So she knew he was Jigsaw when she did what she did. She wasn't she wasn't Captain Terrence.
Yeah, she was on her P's and Q's when it came to trying to get to that damn phone. That shit was nasty as hell, but I was like, okay, she thinking though.
Oh yeah,
bruh,
yeah.
That was another sign of this bitch is a psycho.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. 100%.
I mean, granted, it was resourceful, but like I said, Gabriella had that whole jacket that she could have took the fuck off. I was like, take the jacket off and.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The kid showing up convenient. There was a lot of little convenient moments with her saying, nah, watch John die. Let me go ahead and go get the money.
But see, the whole purpose was it was supposed to be him and Amanda in the trap, and they were both prepared.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
what about the guy that went up there first? As far as the Parker, he could have grabbed the case first, the money first, and the door would have shut, and she would have still been on the outside.
He had a plan. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm pretty sure they would have made him have a plan for that, though.
Yeah. and he trusted her, right? So he could have went up there and got the money while she stayed down there to make sure they died. They didn't both have to go.
Oh, that kid is definitely going to be one of his recruits in the future. He might be the kid in the Spire movie with Chris Rock, for all we know. Because you got to remember this years ago. So you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm calling it now.
I
maybe not, because we know the kid's father dies and was murdered by the
I
cop.
know, but the kid could have been. They could have been living in Mexico at one point and moved.
Before. Yeah. You're right. Mm-hmm.
See, that's what I'm saying, T-Virus. It's not a twist. It was kind of basically a reveal. I don't even feel like there was a twist ending outside of the post-credit scene.
Well, you see, I watched the director, and he was like, he made this movie because when they were talking about it before the movie started, he was like, he made this movie so that if you've never seen a Saw movie, you're not lost, right? So that ending to me was for people hasn't really seen a Saw movie, or maybe not seen all of them. But even still, again, it's between 1 and 2. We know John gets out, so to me, it was just
this nigga is already making traps in this movie. How are you gonna watch this and be like, oh, so this is
yeah. No, I get it. No, not say it's the beginning, but to say that you don't really need to know. You just need to know the basics of what Jigsaw does. You don't need to know all the Hoffman stuff and this.
Why is he making these drawings in his book?
Who?
That shit was kind of funny to me.
Yeah.
Is this your first time watching it? Why is he drawing it?
It's like, dear journal, let's decapitate someone by turning their head.
Yeah.
My man said, I want to go get drunk and do this. It's gonna be fun. Let me go get some water. Man, what?
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, God. But I enjoyed the post-credit scene because that was definitely a question I had from the beginning. Once I was for sure that they were scamming, I was like, so did this nigga scam too? That was my question all day. Did this nigga scam him too? Because that's not, like, we got to remember how he got here in the first place.
Man,
I'm going to talk about more Saw movies.
When the movie ended, I got up to go to the bathroom. And then I was, you know what? Let me just make sure there's no end credit scene. And as I walked back into the theater, they had him up, and it was him and Hoffman there. They're like, "Fuck, what did I miss? Like, did I miss a lot? You know what I mean? Like, what did I miss?" I was like, "Damn it! I knew I shouldn't have went."
Facts, Bert. That's what we waiting on. We're gonna get all. He coming back.
Carlos,
we need a Spyro too. That's what we need. Yeah, we need.
If that's the little boy, then that's what we're gonna get then.
I'm down with Carlos being part of the new.
All right, man. Yeah. Is John really a killer or an anti-hero?
He's still definitely a killer. This nigga fantasizes and draws. Like, the fact when he started naming off the things that he used to be, and I was like, oh, that's why he's so good at what the fuck he do. Like, with the whole architecture and civil engineering. I don't know what the fuck he said. But I was just like, this all makes sense.
Basically giving you a critique of why he's so smart and why he's so good at what he's good at as far as the traps and everything.
Yep. But he's definitely psychotic because,
he's a killer. He's a killer. And I love the way they keep saying. He making sure he emphasis in the movie, like, I ain't killing nobody. We not killers. That ain't what we do. He kind of both. He killer and an anti-hero. Because he do kind of come in and help people out who kind of assholes or people that's kind of doing dirty shit, including these people who was taking advantage of more people, including him. So I guess so, a little bit. Yeah, anti-hero. All right, did the scammers justify John's actions moving forward with the sequels and new players and new games? I say it made him more paranoid, if anything. And that's why he acted the way he started acting with putting innocent people in games. Might be a little deeper than that. We might get that Lifetime biopic on John. He is a killer.
Yeah, he's a killer,
bro. Stop.
Yeah, he's a killer.
He gives certain humans choices. Everybody don't get a choice, T-Virus. You remember the people that get in traps that other people got to get them out of that trap?
Yeah.
How do they have a choice? No.
Yeah, because that was it. The lawyer where he was
Yeah.
no the insurance man. His whole thing was him choosing who got to live or die, which granted everybody that worked for him knew that it was that's the way he ran his company.
See, Rowers, he a murderer, bro. He was damn sure about to kill that doctor when he grabbed her by the head.
And not only that, right? We had the scammer's wife, right? The scammer's wife who got burned up in the little thing that transformed into an oven.
That's what
she was
I
totally
told
innocent.
the other day.
Yeah.
Thank you. We talked about this on the reviews, man.
Yeah.
She didn't have nothing. She didn't even know he was a scammer.
Exactly.
Didn't even know.
Yeah, we didn't get enough Billy. We had him coming in there riding on the bike like my boy Jody, but we didn't get him talking or nothing. We didn't get, you know, Billy.
He didn't get no laugh. I was wanting him to laugh while he was in the shadows. Just
yeah.
We didn't even get his eyes turning red or nothing. You know when he be on that side.
Billy. Oh,
we actually did, Terrence. We did watch them all again.
All of them. All 9 reviews. Man, we about to put this one on there to you, Virus. Go check them out. Man.
Yeah, but she didn't know.
She didn't know he was a liar. She didn't find out until they was in the damn trap.
Yeah, she didn't know.
She did not know he was a liar.
She did not know.
Blame her for that.
All right, then we like the surprise post-credit scene.
Yes, damn it. They answered my question. They answered my motherfucking question. Because I was like, he didn't scam him too. Did he have something to do with it? I was like, please tell me he didn't. And then when it went to the end, I was like, okay, so did he have something to do with it or no? Then the post-credit scene came and I was like, thank you. Damn,
man, you know that man was guilty. We got to get to him. Shout out to my boy Hoffman making his appearance. I like to see him. He tell my boy Hoffman he's good too.
I was waiting on Hoffman the whole damn thing. Look, the person that was banging on the damn thing, I was like, is that Hoffman? No, damn it.
And what about, hold on, outside of Hoffman, what about the bathroom? What about getting our first trap as far as the scene with Gordon and them, who I don't even think that was in here yet, but you know, taking it back with that nostalgia as far as the first Saw movie.
Yeah, the bathroom.
This is the bathroom.
The dirty bathroom.
The bathroom. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that who Blood John be laying in the whole time? Wait, no, that was the first one. Never mind. That was the first one.
I'm right there with you, Terrence.
This is after the first one.
I'm right there with you, Terrence. Yes, there was an end credit scene. I went to the bathroom not thinking anything, but for some reason I decided to go back into the theater. And as I got back into the theater, they had the black man straightened up and they showed Hoffman, and then it ended. I was like, mother effer, like what I missed, man.
No. We don't need to watch the Saw movies again. Go check out the reviews, man. And even with the last one we just talked about, we even put the lineup as far as his recruitments and who was first, who was last, and all of that. Man, we go talk to the writers, see writers. They don't want confusing people, getting all these flashbacks and shit. How the hell are we supposed to keep up with this nigga, man?
Facts.
Look, we got a movie called Saw 10, and it takes place between Saw 1 and Saw 2. What the fuck you talking about, man? This called Saw 10. Shout out to T-Virus.
And I'll just say, to me, this movie was unnecessary. We didn't need it. I mean, I get what you wanted to do. Actually, because Kramer has always been a major part, but he's been like sporadic throughout the movies. You know what I mean? So I guess they wanted to actually give us a lot of John Kramer in this one. But technically, we did not need this movie. That was my problem. Like, we didn't need this.
We didn't. They're doing them like Michael and Jason now.
For real.
Now we need
what's funny?
We need to move away from him now.
You know what's funny? When we were on the OOC, I told Roberto, I'm going to go see Saw 10. He was like, 10? He was like, 10?
Everybody I told that to said the same thing.
It's a lot of people.
They on 10. I was like, yeah.
You know?
I can see that, Perk. Not only James Wan, but bring back the writer too, Leon Whannell. I think that's his name, because he had a lot to do with that too, as far as the writer of that first 3 movies.
Mm-hmm.
Man, stop that virus. All right, I think this is my last. Thanks, Perk.
I agree. To be honest with you, I agree. You ain't lying, Perp. Because there's gonna be, well, depending on the box office, there'll probably be an 11. You know.
Are we glad John caught up with Miles, the last scammer? Because I don't see how y'all didn't know this nigga wasn't a scammer. Y'all already know how grimy he is as far as
Oh
Miles.
Yeah, I knew he was a scammer.
See how he get down so
Facts.
You know
That punk, man.
Smashing her cousin, so you didn't think he was scamming John? Come on now.
Yeah.
And no, his name is not Miles in here. This is Miles Soul Food, but still, you know how he get that.
The minute we found out that, you know, John, all these people scammed John, then yeah, absolutely, because he's the one who sent John there. So yeah, you were part of it. Yeah,
he looked like he might have one of the worst traps. Y'all always trying to do the brothers grimy, and I know he a grimy brother. But
I knew you was gonna say that. I knew you was gonna say that. He said this my war scar. He gonna get him a war scar.
Man.
Battle scar, whatever the fuck he said. Nigga, you get the scar this time if you survive.
Look like a Hellraiser trap. Goddamn Cenobite after this.
What? He got big head looking at him like.
Well, with Birdman hand rub. I see y'all, John. I see you, Hoffman. I'll go ahead and take care of that after y'all done. But yeah, I'm glad they caught up with Miles, man. He a grimy person, man. You need to stop doing that. I know Terry got the Birdman hand rub too. Shout out to Vanessa Williams. All right, last but not least, do we need another Saw movie? Or do we want another Saw movie?
We don't need shit.
Yeah, I don't think we need anymore. I really don't.
How the fuck they gonna put Kramer in any one of these if he looking like this in this one?
I agree. What they need to do,
he got cancer.
No, what they need to do is build on the Spiral franchise now. Now, listen, if you guys don't want Chris Rock in there, that's fine. We don't need to have Chris Rock. We could say something happened to him, but I think what they need to do is move forward and I guess make that other guy the new Jigsaw or whatever. But I think this Saw alliteration.
You really pushing for that Chris Rock, ain't you? It ain't gonna happen.
No, I'm saying it don't have to be Chris Rock. We can put someone else in there.
No, he's saying,
boy, if you
I get what you're saying, because yeah, if you're gonna move forward, this would be the person that you move forward with, unless they want to go with Carlos.
I want to move forward,
right, or something else.
But,
exactly.
Or they could just let the franchise be what it is, and we can move on and come up with a new, fresh idea, and give us some new people. We don't need it. We don't. But you know, they ain't gonna let it die. They ain't gonna let it die.
I guess so, man. Y'all can do Spiral. We can do a spinoff. Y'all can have that, and I'll do some more with John. I'd rather have John than Chris Rock. I'm good.
Man, John getting old in real life. Everybody getting old in real life. They can't keep bringing these people back to do flashback shit.
Facts.
Unless they about to pay for this de-aging, because I'm not about to keep looking the other way with them bringing back these.
With his ass, man.
But they're bringing them back with flashbacks where they're supposed to be young, but they look old. It just messes up the continuity. You can't do that, right? It felt weird because at one point I was watching this movie and I was like, is that Amanda? Or is someone else playing Amanda? Right? Is that another actress playing Amanda? That don't look like Amanda. That's all I was
saying. Then they gave it a bowl cut. It's like, wow.
Exactly. And that her wig looked. I'm sure that was a wig. It looked terrible. Her haircut. It looked terrible. Terrible.
They got Tyler Perry hyped. I see y'all over there with the wigs.
It is not that bad. I'm not putting that on Tyler Perry status or
you're not putting that on
Tyler Perry wigs. No, that Amanda's wig is not on Tyler Perry status. That shit.
You saying Tyler Perry the wig looks a little bit better?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I give you that. I thought you were saying his wigs look better.
Oh,
No,
hell no.
no,
Hell no.
no.
That's bottom of the barrel.
Facts.
He don't even say cut. He be like,
we'll fix it in
I
editing.
got the T-Virus.
Mr.
I'm
Top.
gonna watch them either way. I gotta see what's gonna happen at the end. T-Virus. T-Virus. There we go.
No,
Ain't
stop it.
nobody want to see. We good
Stop
on
it.
that. Man.
Spyro was good, man. Spyro was good.
They're gonna have Tyler Perry probably directing that.
Stop hating.
Abusive Jigsaw.
Well, we gonna find out that
it may be
that he used to beat Jill or something.
You see, it may be $1 billion franchise. The thing that benefits it is the budget is only 13 million. It's already at 29 million, so that's a benefit to it. But yeah, I don't think we need any more.
Well, you got to think about that filming locations being the same day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They ain't doing all that.
They just mostly paying for special effects, makeup, and do they use CGI? They use CGI to some extent.
T-Virus, when you think about it, Tyler Perry kind of makes Saw movies too. When you got to get to the end to see the big twist.
Ah!
That's my nephew.
I mean, they did make Cecile a Tyler Perry villain because she was uber evil.
All right. Did we like the movie?
It was I ain't want my money back afterwards.
Okay, see.
I put it above. I put it above Jigsaw and the other ones, but that's it.
See, what I do is I watch Saw 1, Saw 2, and then watch this one, and then watch Saw 3.
You could do that, but yeah, to me, it's not. It's better than the Doctor
I'm not doing
one.
it, but I'm just saying.
It's better than the
I just
Doctor
wanted
one,
to
and it's better than the one before that. Other than that, I'm good.
No Tyler Perry.
I just wanted to be on my phone while they was talking. I was like, y'all talking a lot, but I get it. I get
the
it.
beginning was too much. Yeah.
Man, you crazy. We'll get a crazy twist if Tyler Perry did a Saw movie T-Virus. You tripping.
No, we don't need that.
It's gonna be like Boo and Medea Halloween.
This is the best one since Saw 1. No.
Not even close. Not even close.
No.
This didn't even have a twist ending, actually.
Exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
If I say the one where they find out Agent Strong, with Detective Strong is the bad guy. I like that one over this one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Detective Hoffman. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, this definitely up there. Probably maybe the 6th best one, maybe. All right, y'all. My bad if we had a little technical difficulties going on later. Everything got a little straight and got right. But anyway, shout out to my co-host Nadia for coming through, joining me. Shout out to Anzo Bigger Ford coming through, joining me. What you got coming up next, Anzo?
Tuesday we'll be doing the final episode of Ahsoka. No Chaos Central. You guys will be glad to hear this. I am going to see Nas, Wu-Tang, and De La Soul tomorrow. So yeah,
they're gonna be in Canada.
Yeah, coming here tomorrow. Yeah,
they allow that type of hip hop in Canada.
Yeah, I'll probably leave when Nas hits the stage, but
you wasted your time then.
I wouldn't do that because I wasted money.
I heard they're supposed to have a special appearance by Big Crit.
Man, I just hope Method Man shows up. I know he's not going to, but I need to see Method Man with the Wu-Tang Clan. That's why I need to. I don't want to see him with Redman. I want to see him with Wu. But yeah, other than that, the regular shows, Wednesday OOC. Oh, Wednesday OOC, we got a good one. We talking about Tupac stuff. So
okay, the whole thing. Okay, I got y'all. I come to this. Yeah. Shout out to T-Virus, man. We're gonna have to do that ranking, man. We got a ranking we're gonna do with Saw movies.
Yeah, we gotta do our ranking as well.
Speaking of Tuesday, we got Dawn of the Dead versus 28 Days Later. So make sure y'all come check us out for that. And after that, Beats and Mics, because I think Offset dropping his album this week. Somebody dropping the album this week. Friday, as far as I know. Somebody. And then, of course, we got Drake coming out next week, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, shout out to everybody who's coming through, checking us out. We had a good show, Beats and Mics, last on Friday. Appreciate y'all taking us out.
Yeah, don't think I didn't hear your, don't think I wasn't listening to you guys' comments. I heard every one of your comments. Perp with his Alonzo, and I remember. No, you were fine. You were fine to do. You were fine to do. You were fine.
What comments?
You were Perp. You and Perp. Oh yeah, don't worry. I got something for you guys.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course not.
But once again, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure y'all check out the recent retro horror movie reviews I've been doing. Also, make sure y'all check out Bigger Ford's channel. He's going to be doing a Vanilla Ice retro album review. Outside of that, shout out to everybody coming through. We out.
And it will be better than anything that Nas has done.